the fastest, most efficient, and most enjoyable way to get to the next level is by having a clear understanding of your ideal client profile and setting your business up to attract them. So Darrell, what is an ideal client? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. And here's what I believe an ideal client is. I believe that an ideal client is a client that can buy everything that you sell and you enjoy working with them. They are the type of client that has the ability to purchase everything that you sell. We'll unpack that today. And you also enjoy working with them. And the flip side of that is they enjoy working with you. You would say maybe there's a cultural fit. And when we have that, when we have clients, when we define that and we begin to set our business up to attract those type of people, we're able to accelerate our revenue growth. And this is a simple but powerful principle. And today I want you to begin the process to get more clarity on who your ideal clients are. I believe the fastest way to hit your revenue goals is with ideal clients. They have the ability to buy everything that you sell, and they're a great fit, which means they're probably going to stick around. And I'm not the only one saying this. One of my favorite books that I actually got introduced to at the Grow Retreat in 2020 is Mike Michalowicz's The Pumpkin Plan. I'd read all his other books, but this book, pure dynamite, and really actually a playbook to take what we're talking about today and run with it. But Mike says, not all clients are created equally. And the reality is there are some clients that are there's a slow way and there's a fast way. There's a painful way and there's a prosperous way to go about this. And I believe the way that we're going to talk about today is this. And let me illustrate. I was down in South Florida, have a client down there that is a technology company. And they were doing a revenue growth workshop. We got down there. By the way, if you have a company or location in South Florida, I know we're in San Antonio today, but we're taking bookings for February in South Florida for growth strategy workshops right now. I'm kidding, kind of. But hey, this company, when we looked at, we said, okay, let's talk about your clients. Let's talk about your best fit clients. And we started adding up. We asked the real simple question: what if your best fit, your ideal client, bought everything they could buy from your company over a 10-year period? What would that look like? We just started writing on the whiteboard. This is a really fun exercise. I'm going to give you some context for in a moment. And we started listing out, well, they could buy this on our core product, but then we could also buy this and this. And we started itemizing out what an ideal client could buy. And we added it up. And by the end of it, the value of an ideal client was $866,000 in revenue over a 10-year period. Now, in contrast, we said, well, what about your average client? What about your bread and butter client, the one you just can't bear to let go of? Like, we have to, I don't care if they complain, we've got to have these people. Well, we added that number up, the 10-year potential of the average up and down the street bread and butter client, if they were to stay for 10 years, because most of them are price shoppers and hopped around between vendors. But if they were to stay for 10 years, they'd be worth $36,000 over 10 years, or $3,600. And what you see here is like a 25x potential. What's interesting from a sales and marketing standpoint is we've got better cultural alignment and better value alignment with the ideal client. And it takes just about as much work to land one as an up and down the street client. And here's the deal. And this is, if you don't take anything out of this workshop, and I know you're going to take a lot, but I want you to remember this. There are two ways to grow revenue. Two ways and two ways only. If you boil it all down, it's either net new business, we're getting new customers, new logos, or we're cross-selling more to our current client base. Market share, wallet share, right? Land and expand. Here's the deal. Most businesses struggle with this because they don't attract the right types of clients that they can land and then expand in. And remember, an ideal client is somebody that can buy everything that you sell. And they're a great fit for your culture, so they're going to stick around. Are these people out there? Is this a unicorn? Hey, am I just preaching magic? The answer is no. The answer is, as small businesses, you may go, Darrell, my business is too small to be able to do this. I would submit to you, being a small business owner myself, that your business is too small to not do this. You have a limited amount of time, budget, effort, things that you can do from a marketing and sales standpoint to grow your business. Doesn't it make sense to focus that effort on the types of clients that can buy everything that you sell and are a great fit for your business? And this impacts every part of the business. I won't go into this too much today, but marketing and sales, you are able to focus on the right type of people and dial in a message that's going to resonate with them. Operations, hey, look, when you serve ideal clients, they usually are a little more generous and easy to work with. And those types of clients appreciate what you do. It's much better. The finance is exciting as well, because part of the criteria for an ideal client is to pay their bills on time.